We are on Math Chapter 7, Lesson 4. Or I'm sorry, Math Chapter 1, Lesson 4. And for today's lesson, you will need your math textbook. It looks like this. We're on pages 28 to 30 in the math textbook. And you'll need both of your math workbooks and a pencil. To do today is to follow along with today's lesson and complete 1-4 skills practice. That's on page 10 of your Reteach and Skills Practice workbook. And 1-4 homework practice, that's on page 7 in your homework practice workbook. And our big question is, how can we find the place value of numbers to the 10,000s place? Okay, guys, I'm gonna pause because I can hear somebody's background and it's really, really loud. So please double check that your microphone is off. Dylan, you keep turning your microphone on and off. I don't know who I'm hearing, but it's very loud. Okay, so our vocabulary today is period, and a period is a group of 3 digits. So if we look here at this place value chart, we have ones, tens, and hundreds. So we have the ones place, or we have the ones period. And then we have the thousands, 10,000s, and 100,000s. And that's in the thousands period. And then we have millions, 10 millions, and 100 millions, and that's in the millions period. So each period is a group of 3 place value places separated by a comma. Okay? At the end of each period, say the name of the period. So if we had a number like 384,000, we would say the period. If we had 256,374,000, we say the name of the period at the end of each period. Go ahead and open your book to page 28 and read the information in Get Ready to Learn. Scientists found that a Goonie bird once traveled 24,983 miles in just 90 days. That is almost the distance around the Earth. And that looks like a seagull to me, but I guess it's also called a Goonie bird. And wow, that is a long distance to travel, and that is a big number. So if we look at example 1 on page 1, it says identify the place value of the underlined digit in 24,000. Yes. That is in our textbook. So we are on page 28 in the textbook. Yeah, it's our math textbook. It has a picture of the seal on the front. Okay, so keep your textbooks somewhere near you where you can easily access them for our lessons, especially in the morning, because you know we'll have math in the morning. Okay. All right. Example 1 we're on page 28. It says identify the place value of the underlying digit in 24,983. Then write its value. So the underlined digit there is a 2. It's a 2. And the place value chart shows 24,983. So the underlying digit 2 is in the 10,000s place. So its value would be 2 times 10,000, which would be 20,000. I'm going to go ahead and write that in there. The value of the underlying digit is 20,000. And that is how you write 20,000. Put 20, comma, 0, 0, 0, 20,000. Example number 2 says, write 24,983 3 different ways. So we can write it in standard form, which is number form. We can write it in expanded form, and we can write it in word form. So for standard form, we can write it as just a number, 24,983. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit so you guys can see this better. Okay, so that is our standard form of that very big number. Our expanded form, remember, we are stretching that number out. We're looking at the sum of every digit in the number. So we have 20,000, because I know I have 2 10,000s here, plus 4,000, because I know I have 4 1,000s. And then I have 900s, so 900. And then I have 8 10s, so 8 times 10 is 80. And then I have 3 1s. 3 1s. So that is that number stretched out into expanded form so we can see the sum of each digit. Now word form is going to be a little bit longer. 24,000, comma, 983. Okay, and we put that comma after the word thousand because that separates these two periods. This is the ones period, this is the thousands period, and there's a comma in between them. So when we're writing the word form, we put the comma after the word thousand to show the separation between the periods. Examples 3 and 4 kind of are using the same information here. It says that while studying planets, we're on page 29 at the top, while studying planets, Mario found a chart comparing the width of the 3 largest planets in our solar system. And it says that Saturn is 72,368 miles across. Uranus is 31,518 miles across. And Jupiter is 86,822 miles across. And it's asking you to write the width of Uranus in expanded form. So, this is not right. That is not the right number there. So we're looking at Uranus, and it's 31,518. So 31,000. That is 30,000 plus 1,000. I can see the 1 in the thousands place here. The 5 in the hundreds place tells me it's going to be 500. The 1 in the tens place tells me I'm going to have 10. And the 8 in the ones place tells me I'm going to have 8. And that is the width of Uranus in expanded form. Now Jupiter is much, much bigger than Uranus, and it is 86,822 miles across. So we're going to write that in word form. So it's 86,000. I'm going to write that 86,000, comma, because I'm separating those two periods there, 800, and then my last two numbers there are 22. And that is the width of Jupiter in word form. Okay, so now it is your turn. Get ready to type your answers in the chat box. Look at the check what you know questions, numbers 1 through 12 on page 29, and we'll practice with a few of these. Okay. Can anybody hear me? Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay. Okay, hold on. Wait 1 minute while I try to fix it. Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, great. Thank you for being patient. Okay, so it says, look at the check what you know questions, numbers 1 through 12 on page 29. If you have your microphone on, please turn it off, my friends. Number 1 says 62,574. And so write the place of the underlined digit. So what place is that digit in? What place is that for? Is it the ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, or 10,000s? Go ahead and write your answer in the chat box. Good. Yes, it is in the ones place. Yes. And how much is it worth? How much, what is the value of that 4 there? Probably not the number that you just typed, Tanya. It's probably just worth 1 4, right? Yes, 4, Anastasia. Yes. Good. It is worth 4. Lovely. Good. Let's look at number 3 together. That one has the 5 underlined. Okay. And what place is that in? Is it that in the ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, or 10,000s? We're on number 3 now.